Okay, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning, Monday morning. I love Monday mornings. Not everybody loves Monday mornings, but I love coming to work. So here we are. Monday morning, I'm going to do a color book page in a little bit. I won't show that now. We'll wait till I get to a second recording. So just want to do a little book haul first. It shouldn't, I never say never is going to take long because it depends on how long we start talking and stuff. But I did go to Barnes and Noble this weekend. We went up and took Cam and Boo out to lunch on yesterday. So that means driving through Atlanta all the way up north Georgia, taking him out to lunch, going to the bookstore, and driving all the way back through Atlanta. But Sundays, unless it's a holiday, isn't too bad. Sundays are not as bad. I mean, it was bad when we were driving back. Going north, Atlanta was slammed. But when we were coming back, it wasn't too bad. As long as it's not a holiday, it's Sundays isn't as bad as like Saturday. And so I'm going to show my book haul, and then we're going to do a separate video on a color book page. I'm going to color, well, I'll show it real quick. I'm going to color in Serena today. I'm going to color in this one. And but it'll be a separate video than the one that I'm recording now. So at Barnes & Noble, first off, I found Bailey J. her book. If y'all don't follow Bailey J on her vlog, and she has an art channel and a vlog channel, and I followed her for years, and she got a book. She published a book, and it took her, I think, about, no, I'm not saying quite a year to do, but by the time it came out from start to finish, it was like a year. And so it finally came into the Barnes and Noble. Hey May, hey, anybody else popping in? Thanks for being here. And so I found her book. I took a picture of it and tweeted it. She asked that anybody that saw her book in a bookstore to tweet it to her. So I did. And so I got it, and I'll probably end up, I'll find a young manga girl or boy that likes manga. I know that Janet just sent Hope some Mark Crilly books. So I know, me too, Galena. So anyway, but I'm going to do a little flip through this, and I'll show you all the books first. Then we'll look through them. Okay. Then I got this one, the Illustrated Signs and Symbols Source Book, an A to Z compendium of over 1,000 designs. I did pay. I have my discount for. I had a discount and a coupon, so I got like 25% off this one. This one I paid $14.98. It was in the discounted, and the other three books I bought were on clearance. So I'll tell you how much I paid for each one. So anyway, I love anything with signs and symbols and all that kind of stuff for history and also for art. So it's kind of like a twofer. And so it's like a history, and like, for instance, here's all the meanings of plants. So the symbols, what it means symbolically, what the history behind the meanings of the plants and all that. I mean, there's just all kinds of things. There's flowers, there's animals, I mean, they got everything from vampires, zombies, to roosters, doves, ducks, cranes, all the birds, what the symbology means, and then also the some little illustrations. And it goes through star charts, animals, myths, mythology, and just all kinds of symbols, and with all the different religions. Like, here's Buddhism, the Torah, and it's broke down alphabetically. So like, here's the Torah, and then here's a totem. It's in alphabetical. And then let's see. Here's all like Sacred Hearts, all the different crosses, all the different, it's just everything. Symbols, symbology, and again, I like it for art and history. So yeah, it's just got a little of everything. And again, it's all alphabetical. So, there's all kinds of Masonic and yeah, it's just a little of everything. And again, it starts with A and goes to Z. So it's just really got a lot of information. Yeah, Society of Idea book for mind mapping. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? So, but again, you can get a lot of this stuff. Well, you can get probably all of it online. But I just, because it was marked down to $14, 15, I went ahead and got this. So that's the second one. These next three books I got, well, I'll show you one at a time. They were in the clearance table for $2 each. So these next three books were only $2. So I love the history of anything like compasses, time, anything with the history of anything. I love books on history of anything. So this was marked down to $2. It was bargain priced at one time at $7.98. I don't know if I can get that off without making a mess here. But anyway, it was $2. So it's from calendars and clocks to moon cycles and light years, a history. So yeah, I love this kind of thing. I love little information. Here's a whole thing on Galileo. Here's some different how even tree rings and how we measure time up to modern times here. So yes, I figured for $2 you can't beat that. It's just a small little book, right? Okay, so the next book that I got for $2 was The Essential Wonder Woman. And it was $14.98 at one time, but it was marked down to $2. So I could not pass this up for $2. Hey, Jen. Jen, just in time for a little bit of a kind of a little mini book haul. So yeah, so this one was $2 at Barnes and Noble in their $2 table. And it is everything, the whole history of Wonder Woman. So it has all the, black and white and all the information, and then every section has color pages from the comics. So there's probably about 10 pages here. Then there's a bunch of black and white information. They got another 10, 15 pages of color. So it's the whole history of Wonder Woman. And all the comics. Look, I mean, this is an encyclopedia of Wonder Woman. So yeah, so for $2, I just picked it up for $2. Same thing for the It's About Time, $2. Now, like I said, this one I did pay $14.98 for, but it's like an encyclopedia of signs and symbols. Now, I have other books on signs and symbols. I like this one because it was all in alphabetical order, not broke down. I mean, it still has chapter headings as well, but it's broke down in an encyclopedic type version. And then the last book I got for $2. Yeah, the Wonder Woman Britannica. Exactly, Terry. So the last book I got for $2 was the Nat Geo covers. And it's a big coffee table size book. And it is all the covers of Nat Geo. Let's see, when did it start? But they have pull out, look, there's Walt Disney with all his Nat Geos. They have pull out charts. Okay, so it goes from 1960 to 2014. And I know that it's way older than that, but maybe these were the color covers started in 1960 maybe. But what it does is it has, okay, so here's cover background colors starting in 1888. They were this darker brown, then it went to, this is 1900, 1902, 1906, 1910, it's like an encyclopedia of all the, let me prop this up so there's not a glare. It's like an encyclopedia of all the covers. And so what it does, and then here's the different typeface, the different fonts they used from 1904 to 1910, from 1910 to 1959, from 1959, you know, and so it's broke down on the different fonts. And then here's just a little bit of coverage from 1888, and I think it goes, you know, just a little bit of overview. But what they do is they have these pull-out charts. Hang on, let me get to it. Hang on. And they break it down to about, I think about 10 years. And so what they do is they show every cover from, here's from 1959 to 1986. So this all folds out. Look, I can't even show it all. Look, it's a big fold out, front and back of all the covers. So it's these big charts, and I think there's 3 of these in here. 2 or 3? Maybe there's only 2. Then the other one is from 1987 to 2014. And again, it's a big fold out. Yeah, of all the Nat Geo covers, say from the 1960 to 2014, which I think is when this book came out. So, yeah, it's just really, you know, it's got the beautiful photography, but it's the whole history of the covers. And if y'all have not researched this, go find, there's a whole story on her. I forget what year she was in. Was it the 70s? I can't remember. But anyway, they did a follow-up on her, and they found her. And I think she has 2 or 3. Now this was a few years ago, so I don't even know now where she is now. But a couple years ago, I read the story about her. They found her again and did a follow up on her. And yeah, so if y'all know her or seen this cover, she's famous for this cover. And yeah, so for $2, I mean, they'd marked it down to $16.98. It's regularly $50. The book is normally $50, but I got it for $2, and it's very heavy. I mean, it's like, you know, it's a big book. The young girl painted the Geo picture of the red carpet girl with amazing eyes. A young girl painted it? Okay, I haven't seen a painting of her. I saw the updated history of her and what she looks like as of a couple years ago. I'm not sure, you know, now, where she is now. So anyway, so I got that one, this one, and this one. These were all $2 each. And then I paid, you know, $14 for this one. But again, this to me is not just a resource for history, but also for art. So see, look, it's got all the symbols here. It's got all different, the Egyptian, and the, you know, it's just got, I just love this kind of thing for ideas. So that, and then Bailey J's book, which I've looked in the bookstores, Books A Million and Barnes & Noble since it came out, and had not been able to find it, but finally found it. So I did tweet a picture of me holding it, because she asked if anybody found it in the bookstores to show a picture of it. Hey, Mink. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll zoom in one, and we'll do a little flip through her book. I'm not going to show every page, but I'm going to kind of talk about the chapter headings and all that. So if you know anybody that's, you know, wants to do, you know, learn how to Bailey J way, draw and color the Bailey J way, you know, she likes her Copics, and she does a lot of manga. And now this is not exclusively, I wouldn't call it exclusively like manga, but it's, yeah, it's an awesome little book for anybody that's learning how to draw. So I'm going to do a little peruse through. Thanks, Terry, for all the links. So to start off with, there's a mermaid, which you know Zandra would love that. So draw and color the Bailey J way, characters, clothes, and settings step by step. And it's produced by Impact out of Cincinnati, Ohio. ImpactBooks.com is the publisher. So yeah, here's a little intro. I think she has I was gonna look, yeah. So here's a little intro. Here's tools and supplies. And if y'all follow her on her art channel or her vlog, she vlogs literally every day. And except for vacations or, out of, if she's out, not able to vlog. I think she's vlogged for 6 years. I forget how many years. Like every day. Every day for 6 years, 7 years. I followed her, but I don't remember how many years. And I think she's moved 2 or 3 times since she started. And anyway, so yeah, she's fun. I like following her. So anyway, tools and supplies, sketching tools, inking tools. She talks about the different fine liners and inks and all her supplies. Markers, she loves her Copics. Although she doesn't put Copics on here, I don't know that she's just alcohol markers. Her colored pencils, she has little tips. So she doesn't do weekends anymore. Yeah. Oh no, she's vlogged way longer than 3 or 4 years. She's vlogged at least probably 5 or 6, maybe 7, Galena. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. She's vlogged longer than 3 or 4 years. So anyway, and then here's watercolors, more paints and brushes, paper, other supplies, and then she gets into chapter 2 is sketching and inking. I thought there was a table of contents. Did I miss it, or did they just not have a... Yeah, here we go. Tools and supplies, sketching and inking, coloring techniques, and putting it all together. And then she has a little what you need here, and then, of course, all the different. So I'm just going to kind of flip through here, sketching and inking, and she has drawing tips and how she draws, and all the different body parts, how you draw, clothes, accessories, composition, line weight, thick and thin and variation of line, inking versus pencil, color lines, coloring techniques, color theory. She has some color harmony little pie charts, color wheels, I should say. How to lay down your markers and bleeding and blending, different tips on how to do your markers, colorless blenders. So, and all different ways to get textures, combining mediums, and then here's some little skin color charts, hair, eyes, plaid, bark, crystals and gemstones, metal, feathers, and I'm skipping a lot of things, flowers and leaves. You see there's a lot in here. Putting it all together. She started when she was 23. Yeah, I'm not sure how old she is. She's been vlogging for a long time. And an art channel. And our art channel too. So... using movement and light in a scene. Let's see. Combining textures in a scene. Masking fluids. And so it's just a little bit of everything. And then takes you step by step. Scenes with flowers and foliage. And then there's her picture. And I did do a portrait of her too when I was doing YouTube shout outs. I did do her portrait. Some years ago. So that is Draw and Color the Bailey J Way. So there's my little book haul, And I think that's all. Let's see, what else can I show y'all. I flipped a little through this one and this one. I think I flipped through them a little bit. If y'all want to see anything more involved in any of them, let me know. But yeah. So y'all got any questions on any of these? Real quick. I just wanted to do a quick little haul, little book haul. Okay, I guess there's no questions. So I'm going to go ahead and save this video and yeah, just give you a little peruse of what I got at Barnes & Noble this weekend. So we'll be back with the color book page.